Hello students, today we will study other organelles present in cell such as mitochondria. Mitochondria, singular, it is called as the mitochondrion, and to be visible under the microscope we need to stain. So we have to stain it to be visible under the microscope, then only we can observe under the microscope. The number of mitochondria per cell varies as per the physiological activity of the cell. So some cells may have 4, 5 numbers, some may have 8 numbers. So number of cells, number of mitochondria varies as per the cell requirement. Shape and size also varies. It is a sausage shape or cylindrical. Diameter 0.21 micrometer, average 0.5 micrometer, and length is 1 to 4.1 micrometer. It is a double membrane bound structure with the outer membrane and the inner membrane. Membrane divides its lumen into two aqueous compartments, that is the outer compartment and the inner compartment. The membrane divides the lumen. Lumen is the space between the two membranes. So it divides into the outer compartment and the inner compartment. The inner compartment is called the matrix. So you can see here, this is the matrix, that is the space inside the inner compartment. Okay. The outer membrane forms the continuous limiting boundary of the organelle. This is the continuous boundary of the organelle, outer compartment. The inner membrane forms a number of foldings called as the cristae. Now you can see this is the inner membrane and it has the folding like this. Okay. Now these infoldings are called as the cristae, and singular it is called as the crista towards the matrix. So they form inside towards the matrix. The cristae increases the surface area of the mitochondrion. So this cristae increases the surface area. Both membranes have their own specific enzyme associated with the mitochondrial function. So this will have its own specific enzyme membrane, and this membrane will have its own specific enzyme. Mitochondria are the site of aerobic respiration. So here mitochondria helps in the aerobic respiration. In detail we will study in the next respiration in plants. They produce cellular energy in the form of ATP. Hence they are called as the powerhouse of the cell. So during aerobic respiration they produces energy in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, and because of that production of the energy they are called as the powerhouses of the cell. Very important. The matrix also possesses single circular DNA molecule. Inside these you will find certain DNA molecule, a few RNA molecules, ribosomes, that is 70S, and the components required for the synthesis of protein. So protein synthesis take place here. RNA molecules are found, DNA molecules are found, and ribosome, and DNA in the circular form. The mitochondria divide by fission, so it will divide into two cells. Now next organelle is the plastids. Plastids are found in all plant cells and in euglenoids. Okay, so they are found in all plant cells and euglenoids. Easily observed under the microscope as they are large. They bear some specific pigment, thus imparting specific color to the plant. Okay, so each plastid will bear a specific pigment. So plastids, depending upon the type of pigment, they are further classified into chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. Now chloroplast plastid, they bear chlorophyll and carotenoid pigment, and they help in trapping sunlight energy. Okay, sunlight. Okay, so chloroplast helps in photosynthesis process by trapping sunlight energy. The second plastid is chromoplast, which consists of carotene, xanthophyll, and other fat-soluble pigments. They impart yellow, orange, and red color to plant. Then third one Plastids is the leucoplast. Leucoplasts are colorless and with varied shapes and sizes and stores nutrients. They are the colorless plastids. They do not impart any color. So they are further classified into three types, that is amyloplast, elioplast and eleuroplast. Now amyloplast stores carbohydrate, elioplast stores oils and fats and eleuroplast stores protein. So this is the broad classification of plastids. Now we'll see detailed structure of the chloroplast, which is one of the plastids. Now chloroplasts are found in the mesophyll cells of the leaf. So if you take the leaf and if you take the transverse section, you will find this layer. The outermost layer is the epidermis. Then you will find the mesophyll cell. Some are palisade or some are spongy cells. Okay. Then you will find the vascular bundle and the lower epidermis. Okay. Now shapes of the chloroplast, they may be lens shape, oval, spherical, discoid or ribbon-like. Okay. So depending upon the type of cell, the shape also varies. You can see here in the plant cell, it is elongated and spherical, oval. Size, length is 5 to 10 millimeter, and width is 2 to 4 millimeter. Number varies from 1 per cells of the Chlamydomonas green alga to 20 to 40 per cell in the mesophyll. Okay. The number of the chloroplast varies. So this is the Chlamydomonas. So you can say this is the entire is the one chloroplast, whereas here you can see there are many numbers in the mesophyll cell, chloroplast. These are the mesophyll cell and they are in many numbers. Chloroplasts are double membrane bound structure. Now let us see the structure of chloroplast. So if you see the isolate the chloroplast and see the structure, so you will find it is a double membrane. This is the outer membrane and this is the inner membrane. The inner membrane is less permeable, means it will allows only certain molecule, smaller molecule to enter inside the lumen. Okay, so that's why it is called as the less permeable. The space limited by the inner membrane of the chloroplast is called as the stroma, and inside the inner membrane, this space, okay, it is called as the stroma. Okay, the space inside or the inside the inner membrane. A number of flattened membranous sacs called the thylakoids are present in the stroma. So in the stroma you will find a coin-like structure or sac, we call it as a, and they are called as the thylakoid. Okay, thylakoids are arranged in stack like the piles of coins. You can see coins like structure, piles of coin called as the grana. Singular it is called as the grana, sorry, plural it is called as the grana, and singular it is called as the granum. This one coin like structure is called as the granum, and when they are piled one above the other, they are called as the thylakoids. Now there are flat membranous tubule called as stroma lamella connecting the thylakoids of the different grana. Now you can see here these are the thylakoids. Here one thylakoid, these are the thylakoid, and they are connected by a flat tube like structure, and these are called as the flat tubular stroma lamellae. Okay, so this tube like structure they are called as the stroma lamellae, connecting the thylakoids of different. So each one will be connected by this thylakoid lamellae to one another. The membrane of the thylakoids enclose a space called as the lumen, and if you cut this coin-like structure, you will find inside a space called as the lumen. So you can see here, if we cut this coin-like structure, there is a space inside, and this space is called as the lumen. It contains small double-stranded circular DNA. So inside the chloroplast you will find also circular DNA molecules and ribosomes. Okay, also you will find the ribosomes. Chlorophyll pigments are present in the thylakoid. So you will find the chlorophyll pigment present here in the thylakoid. The ribosomes of the chloroplast are smaller, 70S, than the cytoplasmic ribosome, that is 80S. So ribosome of the chloroplast. So the chloroplast ribosome, they are 70S ribosome, whereas the cytoplasm of the cell ribosomes are 80S. The space between the two membrane, that is the outer membrane and the inner membrane, is called as the intermembrane space. So this is the matrix which is made of stroma. It is called as the stroma. Drop beside that it consists of drops of lipids, then uh, starch granules, chloroplast DNA, which is a circular chloroplast DNA, ribosomes. So I hope you have understood. So in this video we have studied two organelles, that is mitochondria and chloroplast. Thank you, students.